Dads, when did your child outsmart you so hard you had to just respect it? I'm an engineer by trade, and I love logic puzzles, strategy games, and anything that requires critical thinking. So when my daughter Sophie turned 7, I was excited to teach her chess. Daddy, this game is too complicated, she whined during our first lesson. You'll get it, sweetie. Just practice. I set up the board every evening, patiently explaining each piece's movement patterns. By age 8, Sophie could play a decent game. By 9, she occasionally won. I was proud, but always held back a little. I wanted chess to be our thing, something we shared that built her confidence while letting me guide her development. When Sophie turned 10, everything changed. My company transferred me to a different department, and suddenly I was working 60-hour weeks. Our chess matches became less frequent, sometimes just on weekends. I noticed Sophie growing quieter during our games, more focused. Have you been practicing online? I asked one Saturday, after she captured my queen with a move I hadn't anticipated. Maybe, she replied with a small smile. A month later, I came home early from work to find Sophie hunched over her laptop. She quickly closed it when I walked in. What are you up to, kiddo? Just homework, Dad. I didn't think much of it until I glanced at her browser history later that evening while helping her with a school project. Chess tutorials, chess grandmaster matches, chess strategy forums, hours and hours of them. Our weekend games continued, and Sophie started winning more frequently. I stopped holding back and played my best, but she still managed to beat me about half the time. I was impressed, but convinced myself I was still the chess authority in our household. On my birthday, Sophie gave me a handmade card with a chess problem drawn inside. Solve it, Daddy, she challenged. I studied it for 15 minutes before declaring, White can't win this position, it's a draw at best. Sophie's eyes lit up. Want to bet? What did you have in mind? I asked, amused by her confidence. If I show you how White wins, I get to stay up until midnight on weekends for a month. Deal, I said immediately. The position looked impossible. I'd analyzed every possible move. Sophie took the board and set up the exact position from her card. Watch carefully, she said, moving the pieces with practiced precision. 5 moves later, my king was trapped. A forced checkmate I hadn't seen coming. How did you? I stammered. It's a famous puzzle composed by Richard Reti in 1921, she explained casually. I've been studying chess composition. This one's actually considered medium difficulty. I sat back, genuinely stunned. How long have you been studying these puzzles? About 6 months. When you started working late, I joined the online chess club at school. Our coach says I might qualify for the state junior championship next year. In that moment, I realized my daughter had not only caught up to me, she'd surpassed me entirely, doing it quietly while I wasn't looking. She hadn't bragged or sought validation. She'd simply fallen in love with the game and pursued it with a dedication I hadn't recognized. Looks like someone's staying up until midnight on weekends, I conceded. Sophie beamed. Actually, Dad, I don't really care about staying up late. I just wanted to see your face when you realize I got you. I laughed and pulled her into a hug. Well played, kiddo. In more ways than one. That night, I ordered her a professional chess set and signed us both up for the local chess club.